It's very Midwestern. A lot of whelps and opes.
Opes, yeah. Was it Puff Daddy? How's he doing?
Producer Chris might be the most interesting person you've never met.
I don't think I like being touched by strangers.
Chris, look that up. You can't. I'll look it up. I'm on it. You got it? You can look it up. No, I'll look it up. Here we go. We're professionals.
Did they have batting cages at Birdie's?
Not officially. Yeah, he had shingles. I don't know if that played into it or not.
So, what do? You can't possibly do this for a living.
Hey, everybody. Welcome into the HamCo Live Hot Ticket podcast, Season 1, Episode 21, here on the Get In Podcast Network. I'm your host, Editor-in-Chief of HamCo Live, Josh Cecil. How you doing? With me, as always, by God, he is a global icon and a national treasure. That's Tyler Mechem. Tyler, say hello.
Morning, gentlemen.
And over there behind Video Village, he's faceless, but he's got that, I'll say it, sexy voice. That's Producer Chris. Producer Chris, how are you doing?
Wonderful.
It is sexy.
See?
Wow.
Yeah.
We could only see his face.
Yeah. Listen, 1,000 subscribers will reveal the face.
Oh, there you
Are
go.
we close yet?
Well, I mean, close is a relative term, so we're closer than we were last week by one.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And this week, it will had to be episode 974.
By then, we might be able to afford an extra camera for Chris's. Gets his own camera. For now, he's over there behind Video Village, brought to you by lmproducts.com, makers of fine leather goods in Anderson and Indiana since 1975. Did I fumble in Indiana? Twice now? I said
We're definitely
in
from
Anderson, Indiana. That's a lot of ins.
Yeah.
Anyhow, you can use code HamCo at checkout and save yourself 25% off your order of any number of leather items. Guitar straps are what I like, but I've also got the leather journal cover, which I got for my birthday last year. And speaking of birthdays, my birthday is Sunday.
Yeah.
We'll come back. We'll circle back to that. Special guest in studio today. Let's say hello to Noblesville legend. I feel like we can call it a legend.
That's fair. That's fair.
Mr. Kurt Meyer. Listen, folks, if you're looking to move to Noblesville, and especially if you want to live in Oldtown,
Yeah.
Kurt's the guy to talk to.
I try to be.
Yeah.
I try to be the guy.
Before we started, actually, I'm going to have you kind of scoot into camera because
Tyler's
scoot
crowding
towards Tyler a little bit.
Get over here, Kurt.
Yeah, get buddy up there. I don't know. Your microphone is just like kind of,
I was going to say that earlier. I felt like his microphone was in my way.
it's too big.
Like a,
It's blocking.
he gets that
I
a lot.
take a lot of
A little bit.
space. How's that?
That's better.
Okay.
That's better. Yeah, we'll do. I'll take that. You guys were talking before we started because you sold. No, how'd that work?
He was my realtor when I bought my house.
That's a
Yeah.
nice way of saying it. Yeah.
Yeah. It was a beautiful little transaction we put together. Totally unexpected and
Yeah.
like kind of magical.
Yeah.
And if, like you said, if you are buying a house in Old Town, you need somebody that knows what they're looking at because these houses are unique and
Very
quirky.
unique.
And
Quirky is a nice way of saying it.
yeah. And Kurt did an amazing job walking me through it because there were all sorts of weird issues that the other buyer was scared off. And he looked at him, he's like, it's fine.
Yeah.
So-
And he's a way above average buyer. He's doing a good job.
Okay.
I thought you
give
meant
him-
like, you know, the,
Competency.
Oh,
I think
okay.
more competency.
He does not mean this.
no, I don't have more cheddar than average.
I don't discuss my clients' financial issues.
I will. He's destitute. It's just it's the word that comes to mind. No, that's good. We'll talk more with Kurt here in a minute. We like to talk about our weekends. So let's go around the horn here. Tyler, how was your weekend?
It was pretty low key. I mean, we just kind of sat inside and watched it rain most of the time.
Oof.
I did have a gig Thursday at a new place, Walk-Ons.
Yeah, how was that?
Not
I
heard
saw
of it.
that.
The food was great, but it was one of those gigs where when we started, there were more people in the band than watching the band because it was Thursdays. It was like that front was coming in. It was kind of nasty. We were set up outside. There were 3 of us playing, and between 0 and 2 people most of the night. So,
yeah, gosh, I've been there. It's like Cajun food, right?
yeah, they have gator tail.
Ooh.
I didn't get it. I just maybe I don't want to. My stomach.
Oh, that's food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like old ladies or something.
Went out to the parking lot and got me some gator tail.
I've had gator. I had gator.
Yeah, I have had to as well. Yeah,
I don't
in
remember
New
it.
Orleans.
Yeah, I had it in New Orleans as well.
Yeah.
I remember being just kind of like chewy. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I asked if it was local caught. I said, well, no, I'm not interested.
You're the more farm to table.
Yeah,
kind of guy.
that's the kind of.
You like to shop local and think global.
Yeah, shop, don't adopt,
That's right. Chris, how was your weekend?
My weekend was great. I went to Terre Haute on Friday.
High ground.
You know it. And Fusi had a show at the Terre Haute Brewing Company with a couple other bands, a band called Daybreak out of Greenfield, and then a band called Only on Sundays out of Terre Haute.
And was this on Sunday that you went?
No. They played on Friday. They made an exception.
Oh, that's good. Made an exception.
But all the bands were great, and the venue was great, and we look forward to going back to Terre Haute.
Now, how'd you score this gig?
I have no idea. Honestly, Fusi just asked me. He's like, "Hey, man, you want to go to Terre Haute?" And yeah, I do.
Yeah. All right. Remind me when we're done here to talk to you about a place in Cincinnati that I think Fusi could do.
Okay.
All right. Kurt, how was your weekend?
Crazy. I've had house guests in the past week. My son and his family from Japan are with us. My sisters from one LA, one Florida, another son, 2 sons, both from Bozeman, were here. So yeah, crazy times, and some folks are still in town. So
That's a lot of people.
It is busy, busy,
Is
but
it a
fun.
family reunion?
Kind of, yeah. We had everybody together had a big family gathering on Saturday, and
Everybody
the rain
staying at
held
the
off.
house?
Some in our house, some at an Airbnb just down the street from you guys on Logan.
Okay.
And yeah, good times.
Yeah, because that's a lot. That's a lot
Lots of
people.
late night
Yeah,
and
that's fun.
lots of music, listening to music.
Love
Yeah.
it. Yeah. Which son of yours did I work with at?
Jack.
Yeah, Jack.
Mhm.
Is he in
He
town?
lives in Bozeman.
Okay.
He
He was at a brewery in Denver for
was
a while.
yeah, he ran a big brewery in Denver called Renegade, and then went to Bozeman, and he's out of the beer world and into the bicycle world now.
Okay.
So yeah,
I love Bozeman.
it's a great town.
Yeah. My college roommate was from Bozeman. So I've been there a couple times visiting him. It's just such a great
Yeah.
town. Beautiful.
Yeah, great
Yeah.
town. I love visiting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should talk about the rain. Well, my weekend was, again, low key. I don't even remember what we did. I had all the kids. So I think I watched a movie. I don't even remember.
It was just kind of a down week.
Well, the rain. So we are in the midst, I guess we are in the recovery portion of historic flooding. When was the record set?
1913, and we got almost a foot higher than that this time. And that flood devastated the Midwest. It really did. So many people more, I think, were living in the floodplain than now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I don't know what I don't even know how it's measured in terms of water level, but a lot of Oldtown, obviously everything down by the river just flooded. I mean, incredible.
Yeah, there was a flood in the early 90s, 1990s, and the FEMA put money up and moved a lot of people out of Noblesville's old, what they call the old Southside, which is really the west side. And so there's probably a third or half as many houses down there as there used to be. So with the big park that's down there west of 5th Street is where there were a lot of simple little cottages that got blown away in that flood.
Southside Park?
Yeah.
In there? Okay.
So Southside Park was built there, much like the park on Federal Hill was put there and made a park so that it can just fill with water whenever there are floods. So
It's
And
crazy.
Certainly did fill.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. So those of you who have been to Federal Hill for one of the concerts, of course, the stage, the water was up on the stage.
It literally,
Yeah.
it's up on stage. I saw those drone shots. It was pretty impressive that nature can take over quite like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I look to you for all historical
I'm filled with all
questions
kinds of
because
useless information. Yeah.
as part of being a realtor for downtown, you're also very knowledgeable in the history of Noblesville and an author, I might add. Our second
That's our
author.
second
we've had.
author.
Two
Right,
books,
right.
right?
I have published 2 books, and Tyler saying that he had done a gig where there were more people in the band than the audience. I've done book talks that were like that at libraries. Well, I'll just talk to these 2 people in the front row about my book. It's very awkward, and
It is.
feels very stalky, kind of like I stalked them to talk about my book.
No, that's good. And also, I guess we should mention this. We got some whiskey here because Kurt is a whiskey connoisseur. Connoisseur?
I like that.
Connoisseur.
I like whiskey. Drinker.
Whiskey drinker.
There you go. That's what I was thinking.
Aficionado.
Right.
Aficionados.
I like that.
There's a lot less
Whiskey
pressure on
aficionado.
you when you're just a drinker. You don't have to know as much. Actually, you're expected to know less.
Yeah. Or be able to communicate less.
Right.
at least.
Right. Happens to me frequently.
Perfect. So we're going to try some whiskey.
Yeah. We got some Colonel Taylor here.
I don't think I can do it right now.
Wait, just,
Why is that?
just get a sniff of it. Hold your mouth open and do a nose it a little bit.
Now,
Caramely brown
we did
sugar. Goodness.
my beautiful fiance Ginger and I did a bourbon trail tour
Mm-hmm.
over spring break. Went to Rabbit Hole Distillery and Old Forester
Yeah.
Distillery.
Worcester, they have a great facility.
Yeah, it's really cool. That was my favorite.
I went down there with local architect Darren Peterson last year, and we did a barrel selection down there with some other folks, and we were treated like kings. It was just a wonderful experience.
Nice.
I'd never gone through something like that before, and they actually had their head taster, the person who decides what goes into every bottle. And that person spent like 3 hours with us, never looked at her watch to see when do I get out of here. She just hung out and answered our questions. It was a real treat for somebody like me who loves bourbon
Yeah.
to be able to ask questions of somebody that knows so much more than I'll ever know.
Did she say things like, we put in this barrel, we put whiskey in it?
That's, there's kind of an expectation up front that that's the case.
Okay.
And so she didn't really need to say that as much. She was saying more things about like corn and rye and malted barley and wheat and things like that.
They mentioned, at the end of the tour, they do like a whiskey tasting. So they bring out four of these with about that much in it. But the guy was saying, if you smell here, like with your nose on this rim versus this, like you get different notes that way. Yeah.
That's more knowledge than I have. I only know one way to do it.
And they gave us these really good chocolates with one of the whiskeys we had.
Yeah.
That were made locally there in Louisville.
Angel's Envy does a great thing where, because they do so many of their barrels secondarily aged in a rum or a sherry or some other kind of cask, and they'll sit you down with chocolate covered cherries or raisins, and they'll say, taste that now. Now take a sip of the bourbon. Now taste that again. And you sense, there are other flavors coming out of the bourbon when you connect it to something that's similar.
So you drink a little bit of bourbon, then you eat a raisin,
Yeah.
and then you drink the bourbon again.
Yeah, and you're
changes
sensing different things. 'Cause
I usually drink a whole bunch of bourbon and then eat pizza. That's
Right.
kind of how I
Well,
taste it.
That's been my habit in life too, but I aspire to have some knowledge beyond that, which I haven't really gained.
You,
So.
you taste the pepperoni and regretting this?
There's always a little regret in a glass of whiskey. And when we get to songs, we'll see that that's a common thread, right?
Oh my goodness. Pepperoni and regret. That should be a name of your
But
album.
I've seldom regretted pepperoni, but I've often regretted whiskey.
There you go. No one ever regrets pepperoni.
No.
Yeah. So back to the flooding, because I think that's important to discuss. I don't know. Were anybody in your circle affected by
Luckily,
that?
no. No, and my business is in Anderson. Anderson also
had flooding. Yeah.
but luckily we're on downtown Anderson, 14th and Meridian, which is 32. And miraculously, like nothing along 32 seemed to be too impacted between me and my business. Everything was dry and I could get to work and it was fine. I don't know what everybody's talking about.
Right. Yeah. Well, I felt bad too. I almost feel guilty, that I never lost my power. There was never any water in the basement. I could get to any store I wanted to get to. Nothing was ever, I'm going east of town for shopping and we had everything we needed. I'm getting messages from people, friends all over the country and all over the states saying, "Hey, is everything okay there?" I was like, yeah, everything's perfect.
I mean, it's not, but
right. But for me, we didn't really experience it.
The apartments there at Federal Hill, like the whole building lost power.
Yeah, I heard
I believe, and I don't know if it's back on yet or not. But my goodness, I can't even imagine
and some of that building design, that's what surprised me. They have the first floor businesses elevated for a reason.
Yep.
Right.
And then the parking garage was made to fill with water. So I don't know what happened with the electricity, but when I would see Noblesville chatter comments like, "They're so stupid, they put that park there in that building. Didn't they know it would flood?" It's like, yeah, they did. That's why it was all done the way it was done. People always think that, my first thought is way smarter than all the engineers, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
And they're quick to tell you on Noblesville.
Oh, right. Yeah.
As well. Yeah. But just, gosh, I feel so bad for some of these businesses like Shorts, Bait and Tackle.
Yeah. Those folks right there really got hammered.
My goodness. I saw pictures of just cars in their lot. I think there's
with George Hendricks's auto garage, he had some cars there that probably were not functioning and they got trapped there.
Yeah. It's just devastating and people getting displaced. But I think I felt like the city did a really good job of being communicative and Patrick Probst was on the show last week and his organization, Noblesville Serve Village, jumped right in, and I think they are still running some efforts out at the fairgrounds.
I was communicating with him last night, and it's kind of interesting. We had that family gathering I mentioned on Saturday. We'd had that catered by Qdoba, but when we were done, half the food was still there, and it was all hot. So we boxed it up, and we went out there and walked into their facility and said, "Who wants a taco or burrito? It's ready to go." So we were able to put that food to use rather than having it go to waste. Yeah, it was fun just how it played out to be able to just contribute our little drop in the bucket of help.
Yeah.
And you said we're going to donate all of this show's profits.
Yes,
today.
100% of today's proceeds will go towards something.
But on a side note, I was at the state fair yesterday and had a couple musical memories, but at a particular, just as we were leaving. But just to see so many people there, and I think people are a little hungry to do something fun and to get their mind off of what we'd all been through in the past week here, the worry and so forth. It was absolutely packed yesterday at the state fair. But it was kind of interesting. I'm leaving, and I'm under the grandstands, getting ready to walk out under the tunnel over to the parking area. And remember, the first concert I ever went to at age 15 was at the grandstands at the state fair. It was Chicago. Chicago was in their early heyday.
Nice.
All the horn section and everything. Yeah. And as we're walking out, I bumped into Joshua Powell, a musician, songwriter, guitarist out of Indianapolis. He's been a family friend for a long time, went to college with one of my boys, and has spent a lot of time in our house. So fun stuff, seeing people cut loose yesterday and eat a lot of weird fried shit.
Yeah.
And, the weirdest thing we had yesterday was corn dog sushi.
Hold on now.
Hey, now. You have
it's
my attention.
Way simpler than you would have imagined. It's essentially a corn dog with the stick pulled out and then cut across into little sushi-sized bites with chili sauce and nacho cheese, and they give you
chopsticks.
Chopsticks, yeah. And it was underwhelming. They did sprinkle onions on top, made it look a little bit like eel sauce.
I feel like that's what I feed my kids.
Yeah, now you can call it sushi.
Yeah,
corn dog sushi. Yeah.
What I like to do is
go ahead.
I take the sushi bites. I take one of those chopsticks. I put the bites all together and I push the chopstick through it, and then I just eat it right off the chopstick.
Eat it like a corn dog.
Sushi corn dog.
I call it deconstructed,
Reverse.
reconstructed sushi corn dog. Oh, goodness. Yeah. So I guess yesterday. That's when you went yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been $2 Tuesday. So I bet
Yeah,
it
I'm
was
cheap,
very
and
great.
that's why we went. I had grandchild with me and rode a lot of rides with a little 7-year-old and had a
Love
good
it.
time.
I haven't been to the state fair since I went and saw the Gin Blossoms play there in 2023. I think it was. That was the last time I went. That was a great show.
Well, really?
Yeah.
Was that the Pokemon card hunt year?
No, that was, gosh, that's probably 5-6 years ago now.
Yeah, lose track of time.
So for the listeners, one of my long-standing clients has been Moonshot Games, and we're using their studio.
you go.
MoonshotGameStore.com. Make sure you go to MoonshotGameStore.com and get yourself a new game, maybe some Pokemon cards. Speaking of Pokemon cards and the state fair, it was 6 years ago, 7 years ago, something like that. We did this thing where we hid, oh gosh, I forget how much it was, like $10,000, $100,000 worth, 50,000, some absurd number of Pokemon cards all over the fairgrounds. So what I would do, I was there for 2 weeks. Every morning I would get there at like 7, 8 o'clock. I can't even remember. And I would take a lap around the fairgrounds, walking and hiding Pokemon cards. And it was like a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
So we had like an app where you could get hints, and you would scan the Pokemon card, and once you found it, and that entered you into a prize pool to get some Pokemon cards. The first person to find each card got a prize, and then the first person to find all the cards, there's like 20 cards every day, also got a prize. So
Such a cool concept.
yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We need to do something like that at TradeUp Fest, and to hide some of my old baseball cards.
Okay.
There you go.
Trade up.
You know,
And Alfredo Griffin.
and I've heard at the state fair in the hog barn, they're still sweeping up packs of Pokemon cards. They're still finding them.
Yeah, we didn't find them all.
Yeah, they get the wood chips up underneath the hog, the biggest hog in the world, and they're like, "What the hell is that? 3 packs of Pokemon cards."
This is good. So your first concert was Chicago at the State Fair.
Yeah.
So, I kind of think of my parents and I having very different musical tastes,
Right.
but when they were in their teens, I guess they're actually in college because I think they were together. I'm not 100% sure on this timeline, but they both went to the state fair because they were both involved with 4-H for years and years. I guess this would have been 60. What would have been? I don't know. I'm not sure on the date, but the Beatles played the Indiana State Fair.
It was 1964
64. Okay.
Yeah.
So
in the
they-
Coliseum.
So they got to see the Beatles. My parents saw the Beatles.
That's incredible.
I know that's so weird to think my
Right.
parents.
So was that like when they came over for the first
Yeah,
time? Did like
64 would
the
have
Shea
been-
Stadium?
It was either the first or the second tour. They
Okay.
did a couple of tours in that first year that they hit America.
Okay.
And,
Because the Ed Sullivan show, when they appeared on Ed
Yeah.
Sullivan, that was 64, I think.
yeah, it could have been late 63 or early 64.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah,
The
that's
Beatles
amazing.
played the State Fair.
That's
They actually, it wasn't the state fair, but it was the Coliseum at the state fairgrounds. It wasn't
Okay.
during the state fair, I don't believe.
Oh, okay. I thought it
But
was.
somebody call in and tell me if I'm wrong.
check that, Chris. He's doing.
Oh, he's already out.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, so that's good. And man, they pull in some pretty good acts.
I saw Green Day there
You saw Green Day at the State Fair?
at the Pepsi Coliseum.
Okay. Yeah.
Dookie tour.
I don't know. It would have been like 98,
Wow.
97.
Right around Dookie, right?
Nah, that's post Dookie.
Post-
Is that Nap? Interesting. Okay. Who else has been there?
I saw Barack Obama with my kids at the state fair. He wasn't singing, though. He was only talking.
Oh, you
Yeah.
missed out.
He can sing.
Yeah, he does croon a little bit. I've heard it.
Mm-hmm. The Beach Boys were there last year or the year before.
Really?
My sister just saw the Beach Boys this summer at the Hollywood Bowl, and she said it was a sad
Yeah.
Really?
experience. Yeah, I think you just got Mike Love left, and his voice does not sound good, and everybody else is a replacement.
Well, I think there's two different touring outfits. There's Mike Love and
he
kind of none of the other guys.
right.
And then there's the one with
I'm drawing a
Hal
blank.
Jardine
Yeah, it might be him. He
and
the other
one of the other originals, and then
Right.
everybody else is.
yeah, Mike
I
kind
think
of
Brian
separated himself.
Wilson was playing with those guys towards the end of his life. But yeah, now it's all it's
Like John Stamos, right? Isn't he?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
My sister said he was there. Yeah.
it's like a lot of these bands that are touring now are basically cover bands. Where like
Right.
Chicago, you mentioned Chicago, they're still touring, but I don't think there are any original members left.
The horn section had originals when I saw them in the last decade at Deer Creek.
Okay.
And actually, it was one of those things I didn't want to go. I'm kind of over oldies shows. And then every time I'm drugged to one, I realize, oh, this was actually good.
Yeah.
You know,
Got a lot of good
Yeah,
songs.
right. I would rather go to a small venue, see somebody new, and then I go to an oldie show and like, oh, 'cause we were last year went with friends and saw the Doobie Brothers, which I used to see every summer when I was in high school and college at Market Square Arena, and thought I don't really need to see the Doobie Brothers. And they had Michael McDonald with them. They sounded great.
Yeah.
Good for them that
Yeah.
they're still out there. You know, and they have payments due on their mansions, and they need to get out there and
Same.
on their walkers and get out there and
That's one of those concerts. Every time I see it on, because I think they play every year.
sure.
And I think I should go see them because I love the Doobie Brothers.
Mhm.
And for whatever reason, I don't ever make it out, but I would like to go see them.
I heard that show was amazing with
Yeah.
Michael McDonald.
Yeah.
I heard it was awesome.
Do you have any good Michael McDonald stories, Tyler?
I've encountered him. Yeah.
Oh, do tell.
You want me to tell the story of
Yeah,
opening?
tell the
for him?
story,
It's
yeah.
not. It's not much of a story. I was. It was after Crowfield. My band had dissolved, and I got asked to open for Michael McDonald at the Performing Arts Center in Charleston. But it was like right around that time where you remember that was it 40-Year-Old Virgin,
Uh-huh.
the Steve
Yeah.
Carell movie,
Yeah.
and there's a scene in there where Michael McDonald's playing on all the TVs, and Paul Rudd, I think, hates him or is making fun of him.
Uh-huh.
And if he's like, if I hear Yamo be there one more time, I'm gonna Yamo blow this place up or whatever. And so at that little moment, Michael McDonald was like a punchline
Uh-huh.
for my age group, and I didn't really want to do it because I thought it just wasn't cool.
Right.
But my dad is a huge Michael
He's a
McDonald,
keyboard player,
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah.
and so I did it, and really just so my dad could meet Michael McDonald.
Uh-huh.
And I opened up for him. He was nice.
Yeah.
Lovely gig. Glad I did it. But
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Little feather in your cap there.
yeah. So
You know,
Yamo opened up for Michael McDonald.
my oldest son, Cal, is music obsessive. And, he used to laugh if I was listening to Steely Dan, when he lived in the house. He's like, hey, you're listening to that old man shit, And he lives in Japan and he rides a train back and forth to work. And he's like listening to podcasts and listening to music and something new all the time. And he's like, okay, I'm getting into Steely Dan. And then he listens through a set of podcasts that take him through every track they ever recorded and explains every single one. And then he's like, okay, this Michael McDonald guy, I guess he was in a band called the Doobie Brothers. What should I listen to? So I said, Living on the Fault Line, pull up that album. And that's one you wouldn't be ashamed to say you listen to. And so he'd become a little bit of a Doobie Brothers fan after, disdaining it. He's in his mid-30s and, looking down his nose at Dad's old music. But
Coming around on it.
yeah, he's a big
It's-
Living on the Fault Line Doobie
It's
Brothers.
like he's like discovering these things like an archaeological dig.
Right. Like I do some old blues singer, like, this is amazing. Who is this? It's
Yeah.
something from the 1930s, and I
Yeah.
listen to it all day.
And our kids will be doing that with Hootie and the Blowfish.
Dad, have you heard this Cracked Rearview Mirror album? Yeah, son.
Let me walk you
A few
through that.
times. Hey, we should, speaking of songs and getting into songs, let's do the HamCo Live Top 5.
Let's do it.
Oh boy. Which button is it, Chris?
Oh, he's going to mess it up.
Nope.
HamCo Live Top 5. HamCo Live Top 5. HamCo Live Top 5. HamCo Live Top 5.
The HamCo Live Top 5 brought to you by Moonshot Games. We discussed them earlier in the show. Here at moonshotgamestore.com is your place to go for new games, Pokemon cards, Magic the Gathering cards, and all your accessories that you need for all your gaming nights. Go to moonshotgamestore.com or maybe even go downtown and support their brick and mortar store right here in beautiful downtown Noblesville, Indiana. Right off of 9th Street?
It is
Yes,
9th.
9th and Logan, basically. Or 9th and Connor, depending on which way you come. It's kind of in the middle.
Halfway between.
Yeah. Anyways, that's moonshotgamestore.com. All right, today's topic, and this is a nice little segue here. We can get into the
Colonel Taylor.
Colonel Taylor. We decided to do, in honor of our guest, HamCo Live Top 5 Whiskey Drinking Songs. And so I feel it's only appropriate that we have a little...
Hair of the dog.
All right, Colonel Taylor. Tell me about Colonel Taylor's, Kurt.
This is one of the easier to find of the hard to find bourbons out there. And all the hard to finds are getting easier to find now as the bourbon craze ebbs a little bit. But you'll get some caramely brown sugar goodness as you sip on this and can't possibly go wrong.
Yeah, that's nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Just wet your tongue, wet your whistle there a little bit. We don't do shots around here.
Calm down,
That
Josh.
was last night.
It takes forever. So thick. Look
long
at the legs on that guy, huh? Is that a term we use?
I've heard you say that at Sid's a few times. He must work out.
That's good. Oh, well, two things. One, we've done a bourbon tasting.
Sure, we have a couple
Before?
times. Yeah.
So you're kind of known man about town, if you will, who does the occasional bourbon tasting.
I've been to one.
Yeah.
Great time.
It's a good way to stay connected with people you want to, friends you don't get to see that often. I'd say, hey, after work on Wednesday, why don't you come by and let's sip a couple bourbons and talk. And it's a good way to stay connected with people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. And you were so accommodating to let me stay there in the yard overnight.
Right. Found you curled up on the patio furniture the next morning. I threw a little blanket on you. Gave you a glass of warm milk and
I got a little kitty
some
cat.
saltine crackers.
Okay, so this is Colonel Taylor's. Do you have a favorite whiskey?
You know,
Or maybe a
I
whiskey
say that
style?
it just keeps evolving. I used to say I was a wheat guy and the Weller stuff, the Weller 107. I would say that's my desert island. If I can only have one bourbon, that'd be okay with me. And I always said I wasn't a rye guy, but I'm kind of becoming a rye guy, I guess. And things change as your palate changes and you learn and so forth. And anyway, my go-to that I can pick up at Costco right now is a 1792 full proof. It's very high in alcohol, but you throw some ice cubes in there to soften it up a little bit. You can get a bottle at Costco for. Are they a sponsor? Because I'm almost doing a commercial for them.
Yeah, we can't
Right.
give that stuff away, Kurt.
Okay, 32, 33 bucks a bottle, and like for an everyday bourbon, I
Okay.
sip that with my ice cream or my chocolate bar before I go to bed at night.
Nice.
That's right. That's how I maintain this physique. Sadly,
Secret. Secret's out.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Would you
My,
quit flirting with that thing and take a drink?
I already took a drink. It was delicious. My buddy Todd did a distillery tour in Scotland of some scotch. And he said they told him, like when you take how do you do it? You take a drink and breathe out after you sip. That's supposed to, I don't know, not make it burn as much.
Right. Well, I think actually what you would say is take a gentle breath in as you're sipping. Because a lot of people tend to kind of hold their breath and then they breathe out and they feel that heat. If you just gently breathe in, try not to take it into your lungs, and gives you a little fairer sense of the taste.
What's your thoughts on scotch? Because I have an unpopular opinion.
I don't like the real smoky ones.
Okay.
Or there's some that like taste very much like gasoline, like have like a petrol.
Okay.
And I guess that's the smokiness. I don't like that kind. I've had some that are what I would describe as leathery. It tastes like leather.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That I like.
I think it tastes like Band-Aid smell.
Tastes like Band-Aid smell. Okay, like the petroleum.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
Band-Aid, yeah.
Does not do it for me.
But I'll tell you, watching a Colts game some years back with some friends, and I went and got myself a little glass of scotch, and it was Lafroig, which is very peaty. It's got the
Peaty, yeah.
they smoke the grains with peat. And I didn't tell anybody when I was drinking, not like an announcement. And I just sat down. A buddy sitting in front of me. I see his head pop up, and he's like, "It smells like somebody shining their shoes." And it was shoe shine.
Yeah.
It's not dissimilar from the
Yeah.
Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're putting that in our bodies.
Right. Yeah. Funny story. I got sick on Jack Daniels in college, and so I decided I'm not a brown liquor guy. But in my early 50s, I had some friends that were into scotch, and so that's how I got into drinking whiskey. And so I was drinking Lafroig and Ardbeg and some of those peaty ones. And I was at a outdoor bonfire with another audiophile friend of ours, Rob Bacco, that some of us know lives in Oldtown. And Rob was drinking from a flask. And I said, "What are you drinking?" He said, "Oh, I'm drinking bourbon." He goes, "Here, have a sip." And it was Elijah Craig, just the basic model you would get at any grocery store. And I thought, geez, why am I drinking scotch when I could drink this? It tastes so much better. And I wonder, is this because I grow up in a place where corn is all around me and all, half of everything we eat has corn in it? Yeah. So maybe that's why. Who knows? So
I think, it's just a sweetness. I'm not going to drink a ton of bourbon,
Right.
So if I'm going to have a little bit.
I mean, not every day.
Not every day.
Right. Just
And
4 times a week.
I think this top 5 is going to tell us a lot about our relationship with bourbon.
Oh, but that's true.
I think it will. So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's get to it. You start us off.
All right. I didn't want to get too on the nose with whiskey has to be in the title.
Right.
I went more for what kind of mood vibe do I want when I'm drinking bourbon. I don't drink bourbon unless I'm hanging out with Kurt.
Right.
I used to. I don't now. I went with Tupelo by Jason Isbell.
Oh,
Okay.
he's a recovering alcoholic,
Yeah.
which is interesting.
Yeah. And when he was trying to sober up, I was opening for him and kept trying to offer him drinks. And good thing he didn't take it because we wouldn't have this album now.
You're a bad influence.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know you opened for him.
Yeah. So
When was this? I thought he's like newly sober.
No, the Southeastern album's a dozen years old,
Yeah.
and that was about getting sober. So it's been 15 years, 10 to 15 years.
So the reason I like Tupelo, it has a nice, it's in a major key. It's not sad. So it's not about like drowning your sorrows in whiskey. But one of the lines in there is, haven't been wasted in a long time, but tonight it feels just right. I just kind of like that
Yeah.
vibe. It's just kind of, it's a relaxing song. There's some yearning in it. I like to yearn when I drink.
Well, but I think lyrically, he's like one of the best people working the business these days.
I agree. I think he's one of the best lyricists out there right now. So
Last year when we saw him, wasn't it? Like right around this time.
Yeah, from Fort Wayne.
Yep.
The Clyde.
The Clyde, yeah. It's a great venue.
Yeah. So
All right,
that's my
we got
first choice,
Tupelo.
Tupelo. I know that's probably not the top of anybody's list when they think of whiskey drinking music, but for me, that's what I want to hear.
Okay. Kurt.
I would pair 2 side by side because they're from the same guy in the same album, and that would be Chris Stapleton. And, a lot of people know Tennessee whiskey,
Sure.
which what I love, the argument I would love to make about that song is people go, "Oh, it's a great country song." It's like, that's not a country song. That's blues.
It
That's
is.
R&B.
Yeah.
And the only thing that makes it country is his voice, which is halfway between Johnny Cash and Otis Redding. Great song,
Mhm.
but it's a blues R&B song.
Well, I think the way he does it is blues R&B. But if you listen to the George Jones, the original version, which may not even be the original version, but it's 4/4.
I didn't even know that wasn't a Chris Stapleton song.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's completely different. So Chris does it in like 6/8.
That back
George Jones does it in 4/4, and it's very country.
I'm gonna have to look that
Yeah.
up on my way
Check that
out of
out,
here today.
yeah.
But I would pair that on the same album with Whiskey and You, and that's probably my absolute favorite Chris Stapleton song. The comparison between the obsessions that you can have in a relationship with a person, an addiction you could have to alcohol, and blurring the lines between what my problem is. Something's lying to me. Is it the woman? or is it the alcohol? Right.
That's a great song.
One's a long gone bitter truth. You know, I love that counterpoint that he does topic wise often in his songs. And I go back to that song over and over again. It's such a great song.
Yep.
Good call.
Yep. Christopher, what do you got?
Dollar Bill Blues by Townes Van Zandt.
Oh,
Dollar Bill Blues. Yeah, this might be the top 5 where you get another couple on there.
Ooh,
Yeah.
what a treat.
You are on a streak right now. And this is the second time you've mentioned Townes Van Zandt as part of the HamCo Live Top 5.
He's one of my favorites.
And we should mention that we have a Spotify playlist. You can go to Spotify and check out HamCo. Just search up HamCo. And this one's called the HamCo Whiskey Jams?
Whiskey Jams.
HamCo Whiskey Jams. Okay. I'm going to put a song that I've been listening to a lot lately by Midland. Midland? 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 Midland. I don't know.
Pick one.
Go Midland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Midland. Drinking Problem. Where the chorus, people say I got a drinking problem. And then, you know, that's the front end of the chorus, and the back end is I got no problem drinking at all.
That's good.
But it's very classic Texas country.
Yeah.
All right. Number 2.
Man, I feel weird about this one, but I'm going with it.
Okay.
Let It Be by.
I saw that on there. Explain yourself, sir.
Okay, I don't. Again, I don't want to lament when I'm having a drink, but also having a drink is kind of just.
You're looking to urine. You don't want to lament. You want to urine.
Yes. I want part of tying one on a little bit is kind of just releasing and letting things go and just happen as they're going to happen. You're just stepping out of trying to control everything around you, and you're just having a little moment. And I think Let It Be has that feeling.
Okay.
it evokes the mood.
It evokes the mood of the type of relaxation I want to have.
Okay.
And it yearns like a mother.
And Mother Mary comes to you.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Or gator tail, depending on where you're drinking. Kurt.
Another one. You know, I was just kind of looking for titles to remind myself, and went through my playlists and so forth. I've got a database I started downloading and saving music, gosh, almost 30 years ago. It's probably 25 years ago.
Illegally downloading?
There was some of that going on. And it's up to about 23,000 tracks. So I could type in, what do I have? And you know, somebody that I forget that I like, and I come back to, it's Ernest Ranglin. And he has a song called, what is it? Bourbon Street Skank. And Ernest Ranglin, if
dated a few of those.
Well, the street is filled.
Long time ago.
The street is filled with them. And anyway, Ernest Ranglin is kind of, you know, if the Muscle Shoals sound is an iconic, you know, record studio, then Studio One in Jamaica would be its counterpoint for reggae music. And if Steve Cropper was the guitarist of choice at Muscle Shoals, which of course he was, his counterpoint in Jamaica would be Ernest Ranglin, who played with the Scatolites and with Bunny Wailer and with Bob Marley. And he's on so many great... Bob Marley, have you ever heard of Bob? Some people know him as Robert. Some people call him Bob.
I'll look into it.
His mom called him Bobby. But anyway, he's one of those people you're hearing reggae songs all the time, and you're not paying attention to who the guitarist is. But anyway, Ernest got a lot of great albums they're instrumental, great to put on and just let them roll in the background.
I was listening to this yesterday, and it was not what I expected. Bourbon Street Skank, first of all, I'm expecting like bluesy and vocals, and it was neither bluesy and did not have vocals. So it took me by surprise.
And you have to remember that term does not mean a derogatory comment about a woman in the reggae world. It's a funk, it's a groove.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Look at that. We're learning something.
This is an educational podcast.
Yeah. It's okay, kids. You can listen to it. It's educational. Producer Chris, what do you got?
I really loved that Ernest Ranglin song. And my other one that I really loved on this list was Whiskey and You. Was that your first choice, Kurt?
Yeah.
Number one?
Yeah, it's my number one.
Okay, then I'll have to go with one bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
Finally.
But
Yep.
whose version?
Got it in.
Whose version would you want? Would you want?
Wait, didn't you pick that for a grunge song or something one week?
I picked it for a country song.
So I feel like John Lee
Yeah, so John
Hooker
Lee
would
Hooker's
be
song.
who I would think of first. But growing up in the musical radio wasteland that I grew up in here in Indiana, I would have only heard George Thorogood.
Yeah.
Which do you prefer, Chris?
I'm only familiar with the one version, I'm not to admit.
Okay.
So I prefer the version that I put up here.
George Thorogood.
Yes.
Here's a fun one with George Thorogood. When I was in high school, we had a convocation. I don't know if you guys had convocations at your school where all the students get together. And this was in our gym, and we had I guess you'd call him a motivational speaker come through.
Was it George Thorogood?
No, but it was like a don't do drugs kind of speaker, right? But he ends his act, I guess, with he goes off stage and
I feel the cringe.
comes back with a inflatable guitar and like sunglasses, and maybe he popped his collar and loosened his tie and messed up his hair, and he comes back as George Thoroughly Good and
That's
does
terrible.
a parody of Bad to the Bone, but it may have been Good to the Bone, I don't remember, but it was just like his whole thing was so cringy. And
How old? Like, is this high school?
high school.
Oh, that's not going to land.
No.
Do either of you guys play inflatable guitars? I don't know how that works.
Yeah. Well, yeah. He's doing something I couldn't do.
Yeah.
So good on him. Okay. My last one is mix it with whiskey.
Yeah, you got to go for that.
Our guy Larry Fleet, who is of course the headliner at the TradeUp Fest coming up on September 19th at the arena out at Noblesville here, the Riverview Health Arena at Innovation Mile. He'll be headlining it, and his song "Mix It with Whiskey," I think it's got that double entendre. It's not quite as painful as Whiskey and You, but it's just this idea of some things go better when you have a drink in your hands.
Yeah.
Right? Mix it with whiskey. All right, so here's what we got. We've got Tupelo by Jason Isbell, Whiskey and You by Chris Stapleton, Dollar Bill Blues. Who was that again?
Towns Van Zandt.
Towns Van Zandt, Drinking Problem by Midland, Let It Be. That's
The Monkees.
The Ruddles.
Let It Be by the Beatles, Bourbon Street Skank by Ernest Ragland. Did I say that right?
I don't know how to say it. Yeah, I don't know.
Ragland? What's it called?
Raglan sounds nice.
Ragland.
Yeah, I like that. Let's do that.
Whatever. Ernest. One Bourbon, One Scotch, One Beer by George Thoroughly Good, and Mix It with Whiskey by Larry Fleet. All right, let's narrow it down. Let's start with, I think it's easier if we start with the ones that stay.
Yeah.
I think Whiskey and You is a no-brainer.
Yes.
Mix it with whiskey.
All right, Mix It with Whiskey's in there.
Sure.
Oh, then it gets a little...
I think that the Tupelo, I like that.
Okay.
I like the vibe. I like the idea.
Yeah,
know.
I was also thinking Tupelo. Okay.
All right. And we can't have Chris. He can't get both of them again.
No. So is it Dollar Bill Blues or One Bourbon, One Scotch, One Beer?
Dollar Bill Blues.
I agree. I don't want to put One Bourbon, One Scotch, One Beer on there. For some
Yeah,
reason.
it's too obvious.
I think that's right.
I'm with
Get out of here.
Chris again.
Sorry, George. Out. Dollar Bill Blues. All right. Now we're down to Drinking Problem, Let It Be, Bourbon Street Skank. As much as I love Let It Be, I don't think of it as a whiskey
That's fine.
song. So
We can cross that one
it's
off.
out. Let It Be, gone. Drinking problem, Bourbon Street Skank.
I feel like the Bourbon Street Skank is only called that because a song needed to be called something.
As much as I
You know
loved
what I'm
it,
saying? Yeah.
as much as I loved that song, and I really did, it didn't really remind
It could
me
have been
of.
Logan Street Skank. I mean, it could have been anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the Logan Street Skank up to nowadays?
This is, we're getting politically incorrect here.
That's right.
All right, we're crossing that one off.
All right, Bourbon Street Skank out. That leaves Drinking Problem by Midland. Oh, I got 2 in there, boys. All right, here's your top 5 whiskey jams, according to the experts at HamCo Live. We got Tupelo by Jason Isbell, Whiskey and You by Chris Stapleton, Dollar Bill Blues by Thomas Van Sant, Drinking Problem by Midland, and Mix It With Whiskey by Larry Fleet.
We could not have curated a better list.
We are aficionados.
Hit the button, sir.
HamCo Live Top 5. HamCo Live Top 5. HamCo Live Top 5. HamCo Live Top 5.
All right, let's get into trivia from Joe Rudy. But first, before we do that, a couple quick promos. Get over here. There, smooth. We got TradeUp Fest coming September 19th. Make sure you go check this out, guys. This is going to be a great show, great day. Real quickly, it is an all-day event from, well, gates will open at 10. From basically 11 till 5 that night is a free community concert. Come out and enjoy. We've got 8 bands, 2 stages, and of course the signature of the event is that Trades Village, where you can try a trade, put on the welding mask and virtually weld. I just confirmed yesterday Vincennes University will be there, and they are bringing a flight simulator. Actually, let me look that up, what all they're bringing, because it was really interesting.
Like a jet engine?
Yeah, they were going to bring like a half jet engine from their aviation school.
And bring the kids out. You can touch a truck.
Yeah, there's going to be some heavy equipment there. Let me just...
We've got a really cool graphic up on our website right now, the Trades Village.
I saw that. I feel like I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an artist rendering, by the way. That's not a... There are some brands there that will not actually be there, and I can't guarantee you that. I think there's like a backhoe or something.
Tell me I don't get to drive a backhoe?
You don't get to operate a backhoe, I don't think.
Oh, man.
Oh, here it is. They're going to bring a trailer. Oh, a robot dog.
Oh.
One of those that walks around?
Yeah, I think
Cool.
so. Yeah.
What
yeah,
kind of
so-
treats do you feed a robot dog?
Microchips.
Yeah. Oh, he's quick. It's all about timing.
Can't find. There we go.
But yeah, there's tons of cool stuff in that Trades Village. If you have a kid that is trying to figure out what's next in this world after graduating high school, do I go to college? Are there other paths? Yes, there are other paths. You don't have to go to college to be successful. And just because you go to college does not mean you will be successful.
Take it from me.
Take it from all of us.
That's right. But you can go check out some of the career paths and apprenticeship opportunities in the skilled trades and advanced manufacturing industries. Then that night, of course, get your tickets. This you will need a ticket for. All the day stuff, completely free. Come out and enjoy it. Food trucks, 8 bands, 2 stages, and the Trades Village. But that night, we're going to go inside the arena, and we'll have a concert. Nora Reese, local talent, opening up, followed by The Wilder Blue, and then Larry Fleet, who was in the HamCo Live Top 5 with Mix It With Whiskey. He'll be closing out the night. It's going to be a really awesome day. We're really excited about this event, and just need to sell some tickets. So go get your tickets, Please. Do you want to see a
For
grown
the
man
love
leg?
of God.
All right, but let's get into some trivia. Christopher.
We're playing trivia, 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 trivia. We're playing trivia, trivia.
Trivia, of course, brought to you by Rudy's Recycle Shop off of State Road 19 in Cicero, Indiana. Go see your boy Joe Rudy. Get your bike tuned up. Get yourself a new bike or get yourself an old bike. He doesn't care. He just wants to sell bikes and fix bikes.
Joe has worked on my bike.
He's worked on all my bikes as well.
My bike as well.
Yeah. So go see Joe Rudy there at Rudy's Recycle Shop, and you can go visit online at rudysrecycleshop.com. All right, here's the category: pop/soft rock. Pop/soft, and we already talked about Michael McDonald.
Right. Can I just make him my answer for everything?
I do like the idea of doing a pre-guess. Like, what are the options? What are the chances we get it right? You know, just for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
John Cicada.
All right, bet
Madonna.
yourself up to 30 points. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Yeah. All right. Everybody got a bet locked in?
Yep.
All right. Here's your question. This Grammy-winning singer-songwriter/pianist grew up heavily steeped in the real estate business under his father, a prominent attorney and real estate developer in Williamsburg, Virginia, where their family real estate company continues to operate to this day. He's won 3 Academy Awards, including Best New Artist, 1987, Best Bluegrass Recording, 1990, and Best Pop Instrumental Performance in 1994. His most famous song was #1 of the Billboard Hot 100 for 1 week in 1986.
Got it.
I think I have it too.
I'll
I'll read that one more time.
No idea.
This Grammy-winning singer-songwriter, piano player, grew up heavily steeped in the real estate business under his father, a prominent attorney and real estate developer in Williamsburg, Virginia, where their family real estate company continues to operate to this day. He's won 3 Academy Awards. Academy Awards? No,
Yeah.
3 Grammys, right? Yeah, 3 Grammys.
They don't give best
Including,
new artist
I was gonna say, including Best New Artist 1987, Best Bluegrass Recording in 1990, and Best Pop Instrumental Performance in 1994. His most famous song was #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 1 week in 1986. Kind of put this, the only thing that makes sense to me, and I feel like the bluegrass was a giveaway for me.
Yeah.
I got nothing. And this is kind of what I'm good at. So I'm dispirited.
And I just saw a post about a bluegrass festival that he's playing at, or that my answer is playing at.
Pianist at a bluegrass.
Yeah,
festival.
and that's what I was like, that's weird. I wonder why that's all about. So I'm just going with this based off of that random
I think I know,
post I
but
saw.
I might be overly confident.
The dates don't necessarily add up for me. So we'll see. Everybody got something locked in?
Yep.
All right.
Usually Chris goes first.
All right, Christopher, what do you got?
Elton John.
Elton
No.
John.
Who is from England?
Where did he get that accent?
New England.
that West Virginia accent he has.
It's the Virginia Cockney.
All right, we got Elton John. Kurt.
I got nothing. I can't even think of a pianist that would have been hitting the airwaves. I mean, Bruce Hornsby. I'm saying Bruce Hornsby just because I got nothing else.
Okay. Tyler, what do you got?
Bruce Hornsby.
Guess what I got?
Bruce Hornsby.
Bruce Hornsby.
Ooh, I got that at the last minute. It came to me.
Yeah, so let's see what the answer is.
I'm guessing The Way It Is.
The #1 song, The Way It Is, reached a different level of popularity when Tupac sampled it in the song Changes. The answer, Bruce Hornsby. We got a 3-way tie,
All right.
so it'll come down to the bet.
Can I tell you a funny Bruce Hornsby story?
Yes, tell me if I
had tickets to see him at Deer Creek. It'll always be Deer Creek to me.
Sure.
And I somehow got second row right in the middle.
Wow.
And the show starts, and this is a few albums into his career, and there is this squonking, screaming sound that I only later realized was an accordion, but really, really loud. And he's tall. He's like freakishly tall. He's like 6'6" or 6'8" or something insane like that. And he comes out on the stage with an accordion that he'd been playing backstage. And he's like dipping to the audience and smiling at us. And you're making eye contact. He just looked ridiculous. He really looked ridiculous. And I'm trying not to like laugh at him because he's like looking like right at me. It's like, it was so awkward. I was like, I was like gritting my teeth and trying not to lose it.
To me, he looks like Woody from Toy Story.
He does. I love him. But yeah, you're right.
That's good. I heard a live version of The Way It Is, I don't know, years ago, but it stuck with me because they extend it and everybody basically takes a solo, but there's a bass solo in there where this bass player just rips it and it's unbelievably good.
There aren't a lot of good bass solos out there. It's
a
challenging thing. Yeah.
So. All right, how many did you bet?
10.
10?
23.
Oh, I had 19, so Tyler's going to win it.
Two in a row.
Streaking. Lots of streaks going on right here. All right. Hey, that's all for the show. We got to end with what you listening to. Chris?
I have been listening to Jackie Matu. It's like a reggae organist that I've been enjoying a lot. I've also been listening to this song called D4L by Big Wook, who's a local dude, and a group called Homebrew out of New Zealand, as well as the new Ghost on Maple album.
Hey.
Was that out?
It is. It arrived yesterday, courtesy of Front Porch Records.
Nice. Cool.
And the new Rusty Redenbacher album, which has not arrived yet, but our test presses did come in.
Wow, that's exciting.
It's fun. Man, too. All right.
During COVID, I'd be out working in the garden, sipping my gin and tonic. Sorry, not whiskey that time. And the Dean Van Dyke and Jeff would be. He was giving Jeff guitar lessons in the garage, and I'd hear him playing, and I'd walk down, and that's where Ghost on Maple started, was in that garage.
That's cool.
And those two guys taking guitar lessons. Yeah.
Huh.
Cool stuff.
What do you listen to?
Man, it's back to the grind for me. Billy Joel.
Oh, wow.
Learning Billy Joel songs.
Yeah, that's coming up
29th.
next weekend, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Not. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Are you like a Billy Joel impersonator now?
No, I'm in a Billy Joel tribute band, but I'm
Oh,
just an auxiliary musician.
he's impersonating a musician.
Gotcha. All right.
Going on 20 years now.
That is next weekend. August 29th is Front Porch Music Festival, of course, down here in downtown Noblesville on Logan Street. Come out for that and then stick around for the concert at Federal Hill that night. Tyler and Brett Wisconsin, who's been on the program before, have a Billy Joel tribute band, and they are opening up for the Garth Brooks tribute band. Yeah. So a lot of tributes. Yeah, that'll be a great weekend. Make sure you come out for that. Yeah. Kurt, first of all, couple of things. You are, as we said at the top of the show, a real estate agent. Where can we find you if we need you?
I think the socials are a good way to find me. Instagram, Facebook. I got kind of a big presence in both places.
You put out
easy to find me there.
Great content.
Send me a message.
Yeah. One of my favorite things that you do. Well, first of all, your updates on what's happening downtown with traffic and parking and construction are always great. Your history lessons are always great, but my favorite thing you do is you'll have a picture up, a historic photo of what a specific spot in Noblesville looked like in whatever 1918 or something like that. Yeah. And then that picture will come down and you'll show the same spot today.
I love those.
Those are so cool.
That's what made me go viral.
Yeah.
I'm at like 43,000 followers on Facebook, and a lot of that push really started from a photograph of a woman from 1897 sitting on a front porch, right in your neck of the woods. Ginger's old house, sitting on her front porch, and you pull it away and you see that front porch, the exact same spot, the exact same brick house in the background. And I'd be gaining 5,500 followers a day after I posted that. People were like, that's amazing.
Yeah,
so it's just like,
Well, and some
So,
of the
fun
interesting
stuff.
ones too are like where you see the big changes to where
They can be heartbreaking.
yeah.
When you see a beautiful piece of architecture that this town just so easily wiped away at some point in the past.
yeah.
Any parking lot you see in Noblesville, in downtown Noblesville, just accept that something beautiful was there and
Yeah, what
destroyed.
are some of like, did we ever have a movie theater down here?
We had two. One at the corner of 9th and Clinton that was demolished in the early 90s. And then one where the Levinson building is now. It started out as an opera house, so a live performance theater that later became a movie theater, and that was destroyed, I want to say, in the 60s or 70s, but I don't remember exactly. Yeah.
What was that called, Kurt?
That was a wild opera house there, and then the Diana was same name as the Tipton Theater at 11th and Clinton.
Man, I would love to have.
You know, the town would
Theater
kill for that theater at 9th and Clinton. It was a heartbreaker that it was so. And the mayor at the time practically laid down in front of bulldozers, and the business community just didn't defend her or support her, and the building got destroyed. Really, for almost no reason whatsoever, other than we don't want to maintain this building. And it had one of those stage, like 3-story, pop-ups in the back, so you could raise and lower, scenery and all of that.
Oh,
And,
cool.
yeah, it's to do live
See,
theater.
that would be so fun
Yeah.
now to have a theater downtown.
Yeah, like how many millions would it cost you to build one now? And you could have just saved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about because there's been conversations about that, like some sort of venue downtown. So, what are you listening to, Kurt?
You know, I used to be a really album-focused person when I was younger. I've become a very song-focused person, and so I'll hear something and I'll Shazam it or I'll make a little note on it. Things popping up now. I've always been a big Iron and Wine fan. Their latest album has a song on it called "In Your Ocean," and the harmonies are just killer. Kevin Morby keeps popping up on Instagram and Apple Music keeps thinking I should be listening to Kevin Morby, and I'm starting to agree. Deer Tick has been doing a lot of more stripped down acoustic stuff, and I always like that scratchy, squeaky John McCauley voice is wonderful. And another band I don't know how to pronounce their name, Sigur Rós from Iceland.
It's Sugar Ray. They're from
You know what? They have done a lot of interesting atmospheric music over the years, and there's a remix release of an album from perhaps 20 years ago. Has a song on it called Hippopola. It's very orchestral, and you cannot understand. I'm not even sure he's speaking the Icelandic language. He may just be singing sounds that sound compelling for that moment in the song. Jonesy is their lead singer, and Sigur Rós, I highly recommend.
Okay,
Hippopola.
I love this In Your Ocean. I'm gonna go check that out.
Have you heard the Iron and Wine Calexico album from years
that's
ago?
fabulous.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's great, and it's very similar to In Your Ocean. There's a song. It's either Father Mountain or Grandfather Mountain. It has a very similar vibe, and the female background singers, it's just both of those are fabulous. Either Grandfather Mountain or My Father's Mountain, Mansion on the Mountain, something like that, from that Calexico album. It's stellar.
Well, I've been listening to Midland a lot. My birthday coming up here Sunday, 48.
Wow, you're old.
Oof.
Yeah.
As I was looking, we were setting up today, and I asked Chris. I was looking at the camera shots on the monitor. I was like, "Is that blurry? Like, are we out of focus? Does it need to be focused up?" No, I think my eyes are just like all of a sudden bad.
It is all downhill from here, buddy. It doesn't get better.
Oh boy. Anyways, I got some new vinyl for my birthday, and Midland was one of the ones I picked up, so I've been listening to that a lot. Hey, that's all for our show. We want to thank our guest, Kurt Meyer. Go check out the socials. Really give it a follow on Instagram or Facebook. Those videos of how Noblesville has changed are very fascinating. So give him a follow. Make sure you get tickets for TradeUp Fest on September 19th. You can go to tradeupfest.com for that. Give us a follow on all our socials and subscribe right here on YouTube or Spotify or Apple, wherever you find your podcast. Find this one and hold on tight. Or If you're 38 special, hold on loosely.
It's the second 38 special reference in a row. It's 2 episodes in a row.
Listen, here's the deal. Here's what I want to do. I want to find a way to sneak a 38 special reference in
Okay.
to every episode.
Like Seinfeld does with Superman?
Okay. Yeah.
good.
I guess
I
I
like
forgot
it.
about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the symbol or something.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah. I don't know enough about 38 special though, so I'm going to have to brush up. I know
There's not that
hold
much
on
to know.
loosely, and that's about it. Actually, I worked backstage at Rua or Deer Creek one summer. This is back when it was Verizon. But 38 Special was on tour with Skinnerd, and that's the only reference I have of 38 Special was working that show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll brush up on our 38 special lore. and
Okay, that sounds good.
incorporate it.
That's all for the HamCo Live Hot Ticket podcast. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you at the next show. HamCo, over and out.